Hey fam, welcome back to my channel. If you're joining me for the first time, my name is Chef Fran. But first, give me a virtual hug by hitting the subscribe button. And in return, I will give you a new recipe every week.
Zuppa Toscano. You can make this at home too.
Better than Olive Garden. Try my way. Here's our vitamin content. We're gonna roast our garlic. So all I do is cut the top of the bowl. Just place it in foil. You're gonna put a little olive oil on it. Just drizzle it. A little salt and black pepper. So here's a little salt that I have on it. And a little black pepper. You can choose not to do that. It's up to you. Just wrap it in your foil. And then you put it in your oven. I do it on 400 for about 20-25 minutes.
And here are a list of ingredients.
So we're gonna peel our potatoes for our soup. I have 5 potatoes here. You can use more or less, depends on how much soup you want to make. Our potatoes. So what I like to do is actually cut our potatoes into like 4 pieces, and then I just go down across. So they'll be like little cubes. And the smaller they are, the quicker they cook. So we're cutting our bacon. You can use a whole pack of bacon if you're a huge bacon lover, or some I used half. And you know, obviously it's going to render its fat in your pot. And you don't want to get rid of that grease. You want to use that to cook up your sausage as well. As my bacon is rendering and cooking, I'm just going to go ahead here and start to grate my Parmigiano Reggiano. I'm just going to grate it.
We are cooking our bacon up until it's golden brown.
So I'm just rough chopping my onions here. So I'm going to put it in my chopper. Put it in my chopper to mince it down. I'm not a fan of frying onions, but I love onions. So it should be good enough. Yeah, nice and minced. I'm actually going to put my garlic in here. I have 5 cloves. I love garlic. You could use actually 3 cloves. It'll be fine. Should be good. And it's all minced up. So I'm just going to add that to my pot here. The garlic from here as well. I'm just going to cut our snack size celery. I just cut it just straight down and just chop down along. Bacon fat that we had in here to just cook up the sausage. And of course, I'm just trying to make it fine. And I always say, use what you have at home. So if you have turkey sausage, use that. If you have the pork sausage, then use that. Whichever works. So I added our celery and our onions that were here. Our seasoning to this, chicken bouillon seasoning. It's about 1 spoon. 2 tablespoons. We're gonna add some Tony Creole seasoning.
And all the ingredients will be listed in the video.
Here's some Kinder's buttery garlic and herb. Okay, some onion powder. And some garlic powder as well. Tiny bit of crushed red bell peppers. And we're gonna mix all this up and just allow our onions and our celery to soften before we go on to our next step. So our roasted garlic has come out. Look how beautiful that is. I'm gonna squeeze it in here. Squeeze. So I'm gonna put our potatoes that we had cut earlier in here. So I added my potatoes. I'm actually coating it up before adding my broth. I'm gonna add some of our cooked bacon in here. Some of brushed with bacon in. Now we add our chicken broth. Just until, you know, your potatoes are covered. And then we'll add our kale and heavy cream later on. So I'm just going to cover this up and allow this to simmer down. So we're going to add our kale that we washed. Kale. We're going to add our cream. Just a touch of cinnamon, a touch of nutmeg. And I'm going to add my heavy cream. And just allow this to simmer for a few more minutes on low heat. So let's add a little bit of Parmigiano Reggiano in here. Okay. Now let's put our bacon. I'll try one with the Parmesan first. And the bacon here. And here. So we have our Zuppa Toscana soup.
Well, definitely has a lot of flavors, but the bacon has like a nice little crunch to it, and with the soft potatoes, it nicely blends together well. And the kale is like a nice little like
Health addition.
Yeah.
It has a nice, rich smokiness to me, taste. The bacon and the sausage together has really like a nice smoky taste to it. The potatoes and kale the yellow potatoes are a wonderful addition. And the sauce is, the soup is nice and thick and creamy. So overall, I definitely like it. So again, guys, you can try this at home. Comment below and let me know how it turned out for you. Did you use turkey sausage instead of pork sausage? Did you use beef bacon or turkey bacon as opposed to regular bacon? Now you may want to just cut back a little bit on your salt because Parmigiano Reggiano has salt in it as well. Come back and hang out with us again in our next video. And we thank you for hanging out with us. And we love you guys. And remember, be good to yourself. Subscribe for more delicious recipes and vitamin details. Also, your support will continue to allow my channel to grow.